Welcome. There's just a couple of people on now, but we are recording this, and we will be posting this on the Chamber webpage and various social media platforms and our YouTube channel so that the business community can refer to it on demand. But I'm Steve Ryan. I'm the director of the Belfast Area Chamber of Commerce, and I am very happy to be able to keep the Chamber going during these crazy times and make it a resource for the community at large and also the business community. Thanks everyone for joining. I want to also mention that we have a page right on our homepage. There's a banner across the top that is called the COVID-19 Update. You can click on that link and it'll bring you to lots of resources, not only business resources such as how to get into some of these programs, how to file for unemployment, how to stay on top of the pronouncements from the state and the city of Belfast, etc. But it also has much more important things, which is where can I get takeout and delivery? So you got to stay up on both retail and restaurant businesses that are adapting to this new reality. And all of that is on our Chamber website. I am going to introduce now Jim LeClair, who has worked with our Chamber for a couple of years now, educating our Chamber membership about how to maintain your online presence in a up-to-date and sophisticated manner. Jim is the head of Smart DataMap Services and offers these services to the business community, but has worked with the Chamber to do some great things with us and for us as well. So welcome, Jim, and I'm going to turn it over to you, and you're going to tell us what it is that we can try and accomplish today.
Okay. Yeah, Steve, this is I think there's a great outreach for the Chamber to continue working amidst the changing environment that we're all under, because there's still a lot of businesses that are providing services. In the governor's recent announcement, the essential businesses are rather extensive, and many businesses can indeed continue on, but as the environment changes so quickly, it's important for them to be able to post information about how they're currently operating. So Smart DataMap has always pinpointed both location and business information for businesses so they can be found via the internet. And now with everybody at home using the internet, that's becoming even more important. So I appreciate this opportunity to kind of talk about how this goes together. So I'm going to share a screen that shows information about Google My Business. And I'm going to slide this thing over here. Let's put this. So if someone is sitting at home these days looking for information from their computer, they are seeing this whole section on the right here is the Google My Business page that Google provides to put together a summary of information about what a business is, what they actually consist of. So it consists of both what the name of the business is, business information, hours of operation, and even Google in this point in time, things are changing so quickly that they're putting notes that hours of services may differ because COVID-19 is requiring even they have a difficult time keeping up with all these changes. So one of the places that Google has provided is an opportunity to do these things called Google Posts. And what this does is this is a messaging tool for you to be talking to your clients and potential customers about what's going on for your specific business and what's changing at this point in time. So down on this section, you can see this is a Google post that's referring to this seminar. So this message can be posted right here, and you can see that we can be talking about what is happening, and this information can be descriptive as you want. And then we also can put a link here. We go to learn more. Well, this actually goes to a space on your specific website. So from managing the content of all this information, you could be putting up a planned event for this morning, for example, and then say something happened. The chamber could be updating this information, and the people that are clicking on this were going to see this current information directly. So now this information is directly from the business owner. So it's the most current wording that you're putting up. It doesn't have to be curated by somebody else because you control all this. So let's take a look at how that actually happens. So this is a Google My Business screen. So let's go how you'd actually get into this. So when you log into your Google My Business, this screen will come up, and you'll see the information about your particular business. So I'll take a look at this. Is Smart DataMap's information, and this is the type of information that you can describe about your business that the Google audience is going to see. And you can see even Google is having a difficult time keeping up with this. So they're telling you that this has limited functionality from their perspective because they try to check some of this information. And the things that they check are like hours of operation. And we notice here that this shows you how many people now are looking for businesses. And you can see that the two ways that people can be looking for businesses is on Google Maps, which is down by 44% for our particular example, because people are not traveling like they were. So maps are less important, but they're still searching more. And the searches are up dramatically because now people are finding about your business online versus maybe in their car using their smartphone. So rather than trying to keep track with this is the information that you typically could update in the past. So where businesses are, it's kind of difficult to explain to people in these hours of operation that Google has provided the fact that a business may in fact be open even though they're not allowing people to come into their location. So what we're going to be looking at is Google Posts. So I'm going to go back to yes.
Before we leave the hours of operation, if a business owner who has logged into Google My Business changes the hours, is that prioritized or is that more likely to be implemented by Google than if the general public comments?
Unfortunately, Google can't keep up with these changes. So it may be a few days before hourly changes show up, or even the fact that you're temporarily closed. You can update your hours, so you should make your hours as quick as possible, but you need to understand that it may not show up on Google for a few days. So what we're focusing on is how do we get the information updated sooner, because Google is telling us your edits may not get accepted due to the fact that the coronavirus is limiting everybody's resources. So what we're doing instead is we're finding that if we go to the Google My Business for the chamber, the next line of information that we can use is posts. And with this is where the updates are happening pretty well instantly. So as a business owner, you have these choices of information that you can post here. You can put an update for your business. You can put in specific offers. We're seeing many businesses are providing free shipping curbside service,
Mhm.
those type of things. And this type of information shows up directly to the people that are using Google search. So this is one that the Chamber has posted their information series that's on here, but they've also updated postponements. So this type of information can be very, very quickly put in place. Let me show you. I know that Sean has been working on some of these updates. So if we look at Midcoast Tech, on one of their posts, they took one of these COVID-19 updates, and this is what it looks like. So if someone's looking for a service, they're going to see this type of information about Midcoast Tech, is that they are open, however, it's by appointment. So any business can put whatever hours of and how they're operating up in this. And what this will look like to the end user, it looks just like this. So you can see that this information is right up front and center. So this is really useful information to have. So let's go back to the Chambers.
Let me mention while you're clicking, Jim, that anybody on the webcast can ask a question through the chat function.
Yes, yes.
And we'll pick that up and we'll try and respond. And we'll also have Q&A at the end.
Yep. So here are the different types of posts that we can do. Like a COVID-19 update would be something like Sean had done relative to how they're currently operating. And then you could put an offer in here. These type of posts don't have any specific date on them. And then you can also put in events, and the event has a specific date and time on it. So this event post will fade away after today because it's expiring today, and the next one will come up, and we'll show you how to do that. So if you've got information that say you're going to offer let's do an example about free shipping until the end of April, for example. You could make that as an event and then put the date from today till the end of April. And then when that time passed, it would go away. So from a management standpoint, you don't have to go in and delete it. And then you could change it as appropriate. So an event would be something with a date on it. And then all these other ones would be just general information, much like this one down here where, the people are being informed that something has been postponed and business after hours is still planned for December. So these will stay up during that time frame. So this messaging goes directly to the end user. So let's take a look at how one would do one of these. So we've got another seminar coming up on April 8th. So I'm going to do one of these things to show how this works. And we're going to add an event, and the information that, let's see, here we go here. So I want to go over here and I want to get the information. I know we've got this information is on the website. So if the information is on your website, you can very easily use the information that's already there. And this one's going to happen April 8th at 11 o'clock. So this is going to happen April 8th, 11 o'clock. April 8th, let's put 11:45. We can get some more details. Well, this one has got a lot of content. We can take all this information, and put it in here. And then we want to have them go directly to our site to get more information. So we're going to to get more information, we're going to say, okay, let's come back here.
Say, Jim?
Yep.
I'm not seeing your screen. I don't know if the sharing went off.
Oh, okay. Let me go back to let's check in now. Is everybody seeing the screen? Okay, Monet, you seeing it okay? Jennifer?
And
Okay.
yes, they can see the screen. And Jennifer had a question. And when you upload this information, what type of file are you using? Is it a PDF?
I'm just doing a cut and paste.
So it can be text right from your own site.
Yep. You're in all of these data mapping citations, which is what Google My Business is. They all refer back to your primary website anytime they want to check the information. So it's your best practice is to have the information on your website so that if anybody wants to check it, they're going to be looking at what you wrote, not another source someplace. That's why I'm cutting and pasting from the Belfast Chamber's website this information so that this is the control. So let's put this and let's get a picture to put along with this. And I've got a picture that I stored here on the desktop. So this is just a little graphic that we can stick up on there. And now we can publish it. And see how quickly this happened? This post is now live on the site. So let's take a look at so this is the event we just created is for next week, April 8th. So see how quickly we could get this information out because it's a post and the owner of the site is controlling the content. It happened instantaneously, where if we tried to update other information on the Google My Business page, someone's going to have to look at it and it will take a few days before it came up. So this is a very powerful way to get information to your client base. Okay, so Steve, let's put some, turn the volume, the speakers on for everybody, and we can see if we get any questions here.
All right, Monet has asked, is there a place for video in a post? So we can start with that.
You can put links. If you want to do a video, the idea about a post is to have it linked back to your website for learning more information. So you couldn't put a video into a Google post, but you could put a link back to your website and then they could view the video over there. Any other questions?
I'm not seeing that I'm unmuting people, so I'm not too successful. Sean, I think you're unmuted, but Monet and Jennifer, you are not. So.
Yeah, looks like the mute's off for me.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, now it works.
Yes,
Hi.
yes.
This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi. I don't have any questions. I think a lot of it will be just actually going in and doing it. It seems pretty self-explanatory. But that's great to be able to show people instantly, new updates and such.
Yes, yes. This is really it's sort of like these posts stay on your Google My Business page, sort of like a mini blog. So it's good because the information will be, you'll have a historical record there. And if you use the Learn More button, you can drive the people back to your website, and then you can spend your effort trying to simply keep your own website up to date rather than trying to keep track of where did I put this information out. Because if anybody has a question about the content, if they click on the Learn More button, it will drive them to like a specific location here, and that you can see that whatever question that they have, if it's not answered right here, we've got the contact information as appropriate for the chamber at this point in time displayed here. So if you keep your own website up to date, you'll find that that's the best way to do it.
Okay. So if, for example, we didn't have information on our website but wanted to put it here, I think that's kind of where I was going with it. Is there a way to do that, or do you not know how to do that? Like if we wanted to say that, to our clients that we wanted to do a Zoom meeting with them about home searches or something, but we didn't have that information on our website just yet, how would we upload it here?
Oh yeah, just cut and paste it, much like we can put all that content. If
Okay.
this came off of the chamber site, but if you don't have it on your own site, you could use whatever text editor that you use to create this content, or you can write it directly as you do a post.
Oh, okay.
And you can see that you can even put your you can put web links in here,
Okay.
and you can refer to other websites, so you can write the content. This content can include graphics and text and links,
Okay.
and you can either write it directly or cut and paste it from another source. So are you looking at doing like Zoom videos for showings and that type of thing?
Perhaps maybe just to try to be more, try to get personal with people and just let them
Yes.
know we're here for them. So I'm not quite sure. The ideas are flowing, but we haven't put anything in place yet.
Yep. This is a great idea because we get to see faces.
Right.
I might recommend that you have a video version on your videos and pictures. I see Monet is your static image, and Jennifer doesn't have a picture.
Yes.
Where Steve, we can see Steve smiling, and we can see Sean, and I think that adds a lot to the experience.
Sure. Yep. Gotcha.
We're also seeing people getting creative. I believe everybody familiar with Rowley's chamber member across the street from the chamber.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
going to try doing a one of these Zoom sessions as a happy hour, so that people
that's
can
great.
go to Rowley's and hopefully see many of these pictures, but they'll be enjoying their beverage of choice from their living room.
Yeah.
But they'll still get that. We get a lot of socialization in our business interactions.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps a lot. I know I've had some technical challenges this week with both my phone and my laptop, and so I've been working with Sean to kind of get that thing squared away. And having a face-to-face is wonderful because it helps with communication, and
Sure.
This type of tool works very well. So I would think in real estate world that would be a wonderful tool for you.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Well, next Zoom, I'll have a picture of me on there, or you'll see my face. I promise. I just bought a
Wonderful.
house. I just bought a house, so I'm literally sitting in an empty living room. Monet gave me a table last night to borrow, so I'm echoey because I have no furniture yet, but all is well. All is well.
Boy, that would be a fascinating story about how you could even do such a thing in this particular environment.
Yes.
I congratulate you on
Thank
making
you.
that happen. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes.
Jennifer's a trooper. She's incredible. I still can't believe that we're still working. It's been a crazy couple weeks. And Jennifer it's funny because she's on the other end of it for a lot of our other clients, but she just did it herself. So I think we're going to have to document that.
Well, keep in mind that everybody is, we're all in a different world. I mean, we're all doing a similar job that we did before, but we're using different tools now and documenting what's going on. I know, Sean, you've done a lot of remote things for quite some time, but how's your business being changed by what's going on these days?
It's been, as you can imagine, extremely busy for us over the past few weeks. Everybody's working from home, and that's what we're helping people do. We're helping people get their VPNs set up. So that's just massive. Office 365, Zoom calls just like this one, Teams meetings. There's just a bunch of stuff. So it's like everybody now has another office, and they're getting it set up
Mhm.
at home. So it's been extremely busy for us.
Yep. I must say that during my technical challenges, I've had to use 2 or 3. Oh, there's Monet. Hey. I've had to use 2 or 3 different laptops, and because my information is out on the web, and Sean helped me set up, I have access all to my emails from wherever I'm sitting and whatever computer that I'm using. So it lets me continue to do work for my clients, even though I'm not even using, right now I'm using my wife Patty's laptop. She has Robin's Nest consignment, so she let me use her laptop, and it's working not seamlessly, but certainly workable.
Well, I want to remind all of you that as you try and roll out different approaches to your services, as you have things you want to remind customers about, you can use the chamber, and we'd be glad to pass along on Facebook, Instagram. Wednesdays, Scott puts together the weekly e-newsletter, so he's compiling little announcements and updates for our newsletter, and we can certainly be part of you getting the word out.
Wonderful.
Great. Great.
Jim, we
Well,
only
thank
have a
you
couple
guys
of
for your
minutes left.
support.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say thank you for your support. Thank you for doing this. I think this is a challenging time for everyone, but I think if everyone stays positive, new things and ideas can develop from this, and we're just going to be living in a new world now, and I think good things can come from this.
A lot of new skills, a lot of new
Yep.
thinking outside the box. That's right.
Yep, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Where I really appreciate this particular part about the Google My Business and the posts, because for us, we've been doing 3D virtual tours for about 4 or 5 years now. And that is fully interactive, and it's actually integrated with Google Maps. So that way, when you have a new listing and you're in Google Maps, you can actually click into the house.
Sweet.
To be able to do that. So the posts are a really cool feature for us, because we do a lot of open houses. That's, a huge part of our business. I'd say that 30% of our business comes from open houses. And now, not being able to do those, we're doing virtual open houses and trying to figure out exactly how to integrate our virtual tours, which are getting a lot more attention lately than they typically do, into posting them. So I feel like these posts that we can do periodically to rotate through our new listings, especially vacant homes and things that, people are still listing their homes for sale in this time. So we're trying to get creative with how to market them a little differently than what we're used to. So I think this could be a really good tool for that.
Yeah, Monet, if you have if your tours are listed with integrated with Google Maps, each one of those would have some type of a link to them. And so you could put that link within one of these posts to say something like, here's our new listing this week. And put your verbiage in here, maybe a picture of the house, but then say to look at it, you could put a link here where in this chamber example, we're using a Zoom link, but you could provide a Google Map link to that specific video.
That's really helpful because we have constantly used the software link for Matterport, which is the camera that creates the virtual tour. So we're always sending people to the Matterport link.
Yes.
But now hearing that that's a better idea of actually using Google Maps' own link, that would likely be more friendly with all Google searches in general, for people to get in to see that virtual tour.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could, one recommendation I might have is that if you had these on your website so that they could see when they finish one tour that they're back on your website versus if they were on somebody else's page.
Right.
We don't want them to forget about Monet.
Right, exactly. And then we're always constantly thinking about that, about how to link it back to our own website. As people are looking, like we don't share Zillow links or Realtor.com links. We share our own Sell 207 or Buy 207 links.
Right.
That go there. So, but I'm a little curious about how Google does that, in which, if we're pulling, which links are we choosing to use to optimize that searching capability?
Yeah. You could, at some point in time, we could do that offline. You could show me how you're implementing this.
Okay.
And we've done a couple of different map projects for people that have multiple locations. We did a map for a company down in Rockport that had that does well and water services.
Okay.
And he had over 6,000 data points that they could then click on that were tied into the location of where the person was. And so the tech in the field could look at his phone and say, oh yeah, we're here, we did a well half a mile over there, and this is what they had. So you could have someone, if they're looking, a lot of times people are looking for homes in a particular location. So if they don't like this one, where's the next closest one? It's all kind of tied together.
Right, absolutely. That's a great idea.
Hey, Jim.
Yes.
If Monet and Jennifer were using Google Maps to give the virtual and interactive tours, and it was obviously in Google link, does that improve your SEO results, search
Yes.
engine optimization, when people are looking for real estate or listing or whatever keywords? Is that going to come up higher in the results?
Well, assuming that the all those links are located on Monet's, what's your website?
Sell207.com.
Yeah, so you want to have all the links on that sell207.com, but then the more traffic that goes there, that's kind of Sean's area of expertise. We work with him on the whole SEO side of things, but certainly the more traffic going to your site, the bit more it's going to help you out with the SEO.
Right.
And the fact that it's a Google link, is that better, or does that affect results?
Yeah, Google likes, Google understands shameless self-promotion, so yes.
Good, good. All right, Jim, we're going to, got the phone ringing. We're going to sign off in a minute, and I wonder if you want to just give people a little contact information in case they want to reach you and talk with you more about these types of services.
Yep. My again, my business is Smart DataMap, and you can get my contact information right on my website. In fact, I'll be putting up once we get this content I keep updating my blog information that shows all of these topics. So this is a good place also to get information about what we're doing over here.
Very helpful.
Great.
Thanks, Jim.
Steve, thank you for hosting this, and I look forward to the next online chamber event.
That's it. We're going to keep it going. Thank you all for participating, and we're going to have this posted so others can watch, and we're going to keep it going. I'll hang in there, everyone. We can do this.
Okay,
Thank you.
see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.